And lastly, we're going to talk about rate of change. So rate of change, average rate of change, I should say, is actually just slope. So in this problem, it asks, what is the average rate of change of this function over this interval? Well, if I know, or I remember from Algebra 1, the slope is y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. Let's write it in the notation that they have here. So we're going to call this x1 and y1. Actually, let's call them 2, sorry, A and B. So A is going to be x1, y1, and B is going to be x2, y2. So if we follow this formula, y2 is f of B, y1 is f of A, all over B minus A. That's just really fancy notation saying, hey, I'm going to find the slope formula, okay, to find the average rate of change. Let's look at that in an example. So to fill in the blank, for those of you that just have to have every blank filled in, the average rate of change is that ratio we just found. Ratio means fraction. So in this one, I'm not going to go through all of these because this is just way too many, but on your next slide, I will put a finished product if you want to complete and check your answers. But let's just kind of start slow here. So if I want to find the average rate of change from -2 to 0, I need to know the whole point at -2, and I need to know the whole point at 0. And then I'm going to do y minus y over x minus x. Oh, hey, that's 0. I could do that. So that was for the interval. I'm running out of space there. -2 to 0. Okay. Then I would do it for 0 to 3. And then I could even do it from -2 to 3. So looking at one more, I'm actually going to jump over to the green here, and I'm going to do from 0 to 3. I'm going to take 3's y value, which is 9, minus the y value here, and then the corresponding x value minus the corresponding x value, to get the average rate of change is 3. So this question, if I filled it out completely, ain't nobody got time for that, so I'm not going to make you listen to all of it, but make sure to check your answers on the next slide. Again, doing math is better than listening to math. You would have all of these different answers. So give at least one or two of them a try. Make sure you understand average rate of change before moving on.